We have started with the collection framework, right? And we understood why we need a collection framework, what are the problem with an array, existing array, and how the collection framework provide the solutions and how we overcome the problem of that. So also we seen the collection is a set of interfaces and classes which provide a many way so that we can dynamically add a data and access that data. Okay. And if you observe this hierarchy, so you'll come to know at the top of we have an iterable interface. To that we have a collections. All green things are interfaces. So that means it's having a many methods, built-in methods. The collection is how list is implemented by this collections. And yesterday we have seen the array list, right? So it means that if you observe all the things, you will come to know who is joining. Let me join. Okay. Huh. So now if you've seen that yesterday we have done the concept of an array list. We can dynamically store data, we can remove data, even we can access that data also. Okay. So basically now if you see that for the array list, directly, indirectly, all the features are available. So these are all the features which are directly available to what? Array list. Even though any method we are going to study, for that every features of iterable collection related to list, all the things are available directly, indirectly. Okay. Now, even though we are using today, we are work will study about a linked list. So linked list have the feature of list, collection, and interface. Okay. We have to keep in mind while studying all the things. Though it is all the things are hidden, but in background all the things are happening. Okay. So now let's see the concept of linked list today. And before that, we need to understand what was the problem with an array list and why we are studying this linked list. If you remember that yesterday we have done the program of array list, let me open that first in the collection framework. We have implemented this array list. We have seen the many methods here. Apart from this, we can dynamically create the object of an array list. We can add the data into a list and we can remove the data from the list. We can get size, we can get data while index wise, we can access all the data. With the help of collections class, we can have the mean method, max methods, even though we can sort that data as well. Okay. The only problem with an array list is if I want to add a data in between or at the beginning or at the last. So means by default data always getting at the last position only. But in between at a particular index position, we can't add a data. That's a problem with an array list. This is the only reason why we are going to study today a linked list. So before that, let me draw you the structure for the array list so you'll come to know the exact difference. So array list, what it done, if we talk about an array list, whenever you try to store a data, so as we know that array list will generate on the default size. And what is the default size of this collection framework for storing data? Initial capacity is what? 10 is the initial capacity. So array list will store data one after another. Remember this thing. Yeah? So it will keep on storing data one after one another. Means it's a zeroth index. This is a first index. This is a second index. This is third index and the fourth index. And dot 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 whatever how many elements you want to store. Based on that, it will store. So let's consider now up to 10 only. So 0 to 9. So this is a way of storing data in the collection array list in terms of array list. So that we can access data, we can remove data But if I want to insert data in between, if I try to data, suppose assume that I want to add some data in between 1 and 2 here. Okay. For that, I don't have any solutions or any provisions. The reason why this, because the array list is storing a data in continuous manner. So there is a no gap between for adding data. So this, to solve this problem, collection have one more list, and that is nothing but linked list. Okay. So now we have to understood how the linked list structure is. Then only we'll come to know that yeah, this is a reason why. This is a structure behind. That's why it's working. So linked list. So linked list is have a different structure for adding data. Okay. So whenever it's storing a data, remember this. So it is creating one container. Okay. Within that container, there is a way of storing data in this manner. So you can consider that it will break down into two parts. The first one contain the value, whichever the value, suppose one is a value, and the second, the box will be for the reference, which value is adding at the next. So this structure will be generated throughout. First is for storing data, and second is for pointing next, pointing next, pointing next. Okay. So now this is a structure. Here is some data is storing and some pointer. What is the value is the next? What is the value for the next? So you come to know the difference between both the things. You will understood. Okay, this is the reason why you can able to detect what value is storing at the next. Okay. And this is an advantage also if you want to store in between. So he know exactly what is the value after one, right? So there is also the gap so that we can able to insert some value if you want to some insert value as it possible in linked list. So you can go in any position by adjusting this to data. We can able to insert the data here. Okay. So this is a structure in between a linked list. This all things are hidden. These all things are work backgrounds. If I write only a single lines of code, that will work. But the question remains that how exactly it allowing and why not an array? Okay. So you are getting the difference why array list is not allowed data to store in between, because it's storing data in continuous manner. There is no gap, even though one is not knowing the which data is storing after me or before me. It's a totally a blank. So that's why the linked list is ended. The linked list value know what is the next value, because there is a separate structure is maintaining for storing next value, appointing the next value. The best example is nothing but for an array list you can consider as a bus. Okay. Just imagine in bus if I want to increase the two extra seats, is that possible? Breaking bus in between, is it possible? Not possible, no? We can't break down the bus to add just two extra seats. But now it is a considered as a train. If I want to add an extra bogie, that is a possible, right? We can separate that bogie separate, and we can keep on adding. At any position we can add. So the train like structure is nothing but an array list, so that there is a possibility we can able to add data at start position, last position, in between, even at any positions. Right? Understood? Structure is here importance. Okay. Now, if you observe the code will be 95% similar as a array list. Okay, everything will be a remain same. Just instead of array list, we can just change it is by linked list, and one or two extra method will be there. That's all. Apart from this, nothing. Okay, let me can do we can do the same programs. Even if I will tell you one magic, but we are going to type all the things. Huh? If I just change this array list by linked list, okay, just imagine, okay, instead of this array list, if I make it as a linked list, done. You done. All the things are available of an array list as it is. Okay. Just there is nothing, there is a one method is not there. And that is nothing but what? We can't add a data in between. If you see that al dot add a method, okay. So there is no proper way to add a data, right? We can't add that data at last at first. So overcome this. We are using a collection frameworks linked list part. Okay, let me create here link lst demo main class I'm going to create. Now again one more time you are writing all the code step by steps. Whichever the class you want to implement, firstly create a object. So which thing we are going to generate now? Linked list. So have a linked list here. Okay. Now it is not a general method. It is not a proper it's a method. It is a generic type. A generic type needs some object kind of things. So either you can pass class here or directly a data type of class. So let me use an integers. The proper class. LL is equal to new linked list. Right? Now see what feature it have. LL dot I can add a data. Okay. You can see I can add a data at last as well as first also. Even though I can add at any positions as well. So let me suppose I'm adding 8. Just consider that. And LL dot add something of 5. It may add 3, 4 data. It come to know that how exactly it's working. Add suppose 3 LL dot add anything. Suppose 7. Fine. And just print this list. LL. So as of there is nothing difference. It is working same as an array list. It is okay at initial points. Right? Now let's start doing its considering its features. Suppose what is our data here? So from that we can observe it is maintaining the index. First is we are adding 5, 8, 5, 3, and 7. So accordingly it's 7. Now what if I want to data at add first position? So there is a method called add first. And if I want to add a first as a second. Also remember, I'm adding a data now at a last. Add a last this. So let's consider adding data as a last as a 10. I mean, again, I'm printing this LL. So let me print it in different colors. Here also. If you run this program, now you'll come to know the thing is properly adding. First position, what is adding? 2. And last, what is adding? 10. Perfect. And after that, if I want to add some data in between, suppose you may consider after 5, I want to add some data. So there is a method, even though there is an add method, and you can pass the two things here. First thing, the index position where you want to add a data. So it index start with 0, the 0, 1, 2, and third. Okay. So that means at the fourth index, I want to add data at suppose fourth. Okay. So this means at fourth index 0, 1, 2, 3. So that means after 3, or you can say that up at third index, I want to add a data as a 4. So now let's print one more times. LL here. See, at the fourth index, third index 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, third. At third index positions, what we are adding? Value as a 4. Okay. So now this is a possibility in linked list. We can add data in between as well. Okay. So you can see this structure, you'll come to know. Is it possible just because of the structure behavior is like this? And that is the reason why we can adding data into a linked list. Fine. So now this is a way of adding data. Okay. Now for accessing data also there is a features. So suppose I want to get data by index wise. So that is also possible. LL dot get. You can get the value of index wise. Let me take a third index value. That is possible. Third index, fourth value is printing. Second things, even if I want to get data of first positions, so I can directly get to first. That is also possible. FIRST first. At first position, we have a 2. In similar manner, we have also method to get the value from last position as well. Instead of get first, you can have a get last as well. See, these are extra things we are finding: get first, get last, get particular positions. The question comes now: how we can get the all the data? Okay, there is same method for getting a size. That is a S size. You can get a total size. Now, if you want to get the all the data, then we have to use for loops. Right? So let me add a for loops like integer I is equal to 0 semicolon I less than LL dot size and I plus plus. So then which method should I use to print all the data here? Get method, and we should pass the index, right? LL dot get, and we can pass the index position letter I. So based on all the index, we can get all the value of linked list. Okay. So this is a way of implementing the linked list. Now, the things that we have done in array list with the help of collections, what we have done, we are trying to get the max value, we are trying to get the mean value. And even though we are sorting that linked list, array list as well. So that same things are also possible, okay, in linked list also. And the question, how it is possible? Because feature whichever the array list is accessing just because of list, collection, and iterable, that same features are also available to the linked list as well. Okay, so that's why it is also provide the same features whichever the array list is having. So that means we can able to get the max value from the linked list as well. So let me take max val colon equal to plus you can use the collection here, collections dot max. You have to pass the object collect. Which max value we have? We have a 10, right? If I run these programs, what is the max value is 10. In similar manner, if we want to print the mean value, as usual, SYSO mean value as well, colon plus collections dot mean and pass the linked list objects. Okay, now we have the mean value as well. Perfect. And if you want to sort this list, now if you see the order, there is not proper order. Okay. So now, if you want to sort this, just use the collections dot sort method, SORT sort. Now, if you want to print these things, you'll come to know that list is get sorted automatically. See, the order is now sorted. You see this thing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. Right? Now, which ordering it is, ascending or descending?
Ascending.
Now, what if I want to make it as a descending then?
Reverse.
Is there any way to get descending order by programmatically or by built-in functions?
Built-in function.
If there is no built-in function, then we have to use programmatically as well.
Yes.
Okay, there is no built-in functions. Now, how we can sort? We can use the for loops in reverse manner, like integer I is equal to you can what you can get that ll dot size, and we can print this array list until the size is greater than equal to 0 I minus minus. Can you able to recognize what exactly we are doing? We are printing the array in reverse manner, collection in reverse manners.
Yes, this one.
Okay, the similar thing that we have last time you have done program like print the number in reverse manner 10 to 1. So that same logic I'm trying to apply here. Let's check whether it will work or not. Oh, not it working. What problem? Array out of bound index. Okay, there is an index positions. Do not write equals, just write later. Still we have index position. Okay, what we are doing, we are taking I is equal to LL dot size. So whichever the size it is having that size. And we are checking until the I greater than 0. So now I is at initially uh, 7. 7 is greater than 0. Okay, let's make it as size minus 1. I'm just trying it. 0 the index. So let's check it. Fine, now it is working. But thing is that that's the reason we are taken in printlns. So it with printing in new lines. Now you can check that there is a 10, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. Means descending order also we are printing. SYSO. Just and let's me add some space here plus space. Now you can see that reverse order. 10 8 7 5 4 3, and the by default order is what? 2 3 4 6 anyway. Okay. So now, when whatever the need we have, accordingly we can convert the programs and we can achieve the output aspects. Right. If I now tell you, I want the sum of a linked list, all the element of linked list. So now how you can do the get the sum of a linked list. I want to add all these values. Are you gonna add this?
Built-in,
Hmm?
built-in function.
Here we are accessing all the value. Now we can add the all the value. We'll take one sum as initialize with 0. Then in this sum variable, we can add all the values of list
Right.
one by one, so that it will add all the values of S for S. So sum colon equal to plus SM. Now let's run this. You can see sum is what? 39. Okay. So this is a programs about linked list. Okay. Properly we have done these programs. Let me try to put it on a single line so that I can share the screenshot for this proper. You understood about a linked list?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We have to share the screen in two screenshot. Not a problem. Okay. I will give you the screenshot of this. Fine. Try to implement at your PC. If you have any doubts, so you can ask me. Okay. You understood the major difference is this structure behind this. Okay. So two things we have done in linked list collections. First is an array list and linked list. Tomorrow we are going to study about the structure of stack. Okay. So before that, can you tell me the real-time use of linked list? Okay. The linked list is used in like you can say that so you can see the can I go in there like which structure is they are using now? This is a linked list. I'm going back and going for this. So pagination is nothing but what your linked list structures. Okay. So that is linked list examples. Fine.
It can also be Spotify or any music
Yeah,
player.
yeah, perfect. Spotify is also the example of linked list. Okay, fine. So